to my channel. Okay, let's proceed. So, dalion ako ng video. Dalion ako ng video. Nakoy mga dili nga ipang mention because I will just give a picture of this book. And again, picture lang ako siya, but you are not allowed to give it to other students from other schools. Okay, let's start. Visual art. What is visual art? Okay, no, storya na naman nato ng visual art. So, di na ko siya i-explain pa o gayon. So, we will just be talking about painting, drawing, and photography. Di ka na siya at mga storyahan na sa visual art. Because visual art has a lot to offer. Pero focus lang sa painting, drawing, and photography. Okay, what is visual art? Konti lang, gamay lang natin explanation. It is visual in nature. We have examples, we have ceramics, drawing, painting, sculpture, printmaking, design, crafts, photography, and a lot more. It also involves aspects of the visual art and applied arts such as industrial design, graphic design, fashion design, interior design, and decorative art is also considered in visual art. So, katong mga buildings, mga design, marami siya, simple as that. Na-explain naman nato na siya sa ato ang first week, and this will be our third week, right? Third week na ba din ang video? Yeah, this is our third video for this term. So, mato siya ang sa visual art. We are going to talk about the elements of art. So, natay 7 elements sa art. Elements of art, ano sila ang the building blocks of composition in art. So, di siya consider, di siya visual art if wala ni silang ito. So, what is the first one? The first one is line. So, ang line natin mga vertical, mga zigzag, and a lot more sa line. Ano siya? Foundation of all drawing. For example, kung sa drawing na siya or sa kaya di ba ang drawing part na siya sa visual art. And we also have shape. We also have shape. It is natural or man-made. And tone, the lightness or darkness of a color, and of course the color itself. It is the strongest effect on our emotions. We are going to talk about how can color affect one's perspective through arts. We also have the pattern. It is of course, pattern. It is the repeating element of an art. For example, natin ka na sa zebra, di ba? Siya pattern, balik-balik na siya. Murag ko ka nang gina-save na kaniya, gina-replyan, gina-like zone na kaniya. Kaya kung ng pattern, nga di kanya ganahan. Di siya ganahan sa imo. So, bye, pagkita bago ma-crush. We have texture. Texture is the surface quality of an artwork. And lastly, we have the form. It is the physical volume of a shape. We are going to differentiate shape and form. So, ito na siya ilahilahin, okay? Other people consider shape and form the same, but it's not really. English. Okay, for the first element, we have line. Again, it is the foundation of all drawing. So, dagan i-klase sa line, but we are just going to talk about 3 types of line. First is the curved lines. It suggests comfort and ease. Kung sa drawing mo na siya or sa picture or sa painting, ang curved line ko no, it's katong giring bitaw. It suggests comfort and ease. Like, kumunta na ako sa iya, labi ito, kaya mura kagma. Laugh kaya mga office mates. Sorry for that. We also have horizontal lines. So, i-differentiate ko na ito ang horizontal o vertical. Okay? O sa'yo malibog ta sa horizontal o sa vertical. So, horizontal lines suggests distance and calmness. While as for vertical lines, it suggests height and strength. So, kung moingon tao, how can you remember or differentiate horizontal from vertical. Horizontal, it means from the first letter H, higda. So, ano siya ang vertical? Ano siya ang vertical? Diba? Naapod tayo. Vertical, pataka, mo to siya ang horizontal line. While as for vertical, V is for varog. So, binayot na siya, varog. Varog. Tindo. So, again, horizontal or H, higda. Vertical, V, varog. So, kung para din mo maglibog bitawan na, so mura to siya. So, dati example nila natay diri. Vertical lines, horizontal, and for the curve. Okay, next is the shape. It is natural or man-made. Natural or man-made. So, natin mga natural na nung given na sa nature. Okay, balik ko na po ha. Nature is not an art. Okay? Ang nature, dili na siya art. Unsa ang art? Manong naiuban ang consider niya sa nature as art. Kana siya, lahi na siya nga pananaw. It is from a biblical view. Biblical view ha kundi. Ito ng mga Diyos nun. Kung Diyos nun ka, and you believe that God made everything around us, then it is an art. Pero kung artistic ka or you don't follow the religious belief, then of course, nature is not an art. Because as suggested, art should be made. Hinay mo ang art. And that. So good. Next is, we have the shape. Shape can be used to control your feelings in the composition of an artwork. So, ginagamit ko ng shape para sa pag-control. Next is squares and rectangles. So, kano siya mga klase na siya sa shapes. Kung gamitin mo ang squares and rectangles sa ato ang, for example, ipalimutan mo og art, ingon sila, using squares and rectangles will help portray strength and stability. So, kibali mo kung gamit kaaning shapes, mag-portray siya o kakusgon. Kusgon, strength o stability. Stableness, like still lang, murag smooth sailing imong dagan sa imong drawing. And we also have circles and ellipses. It can represent continuous movement. Di man necessary, no, ang kaning circle. For example, pwede mo na ito, kung kita mo sa painting ni Van Gogh, kato, nagamit siya circles, din to siya, circles, curves, and everything, which represented a continuous movement. So, padayon na siya, walay hunong. Saba kiti siya. And while for triangles, so mga triangle. Triangles can lead the eye in an upward movement. So, di ba ang triangle is paana man siya, di ba? Paana man. So, of course, if we follow the line, pasaka gid siya. So, as suggested, triangles can lead the eye in an upward movement. So, dili paubos. Kaya kung paubos na siya, diha na musulod ang inverted triangles. So, it can create a sense of imbalance and tension. Like, kung i-compare mo siya sa triangles dito o sa i-compare mo ang inverted sa triangles, naging siya yung makita yung mga difference. For example, kung artistic na ipika ang kanang perspective ito, like mula ito sa pyramid. Wow! Kung sa life pa bitaw na kung i-represent mo ang life sa pyramid, of course, magiging siya ka sa ubos o pataas. Hopefully, life for you is also like that. Gikan sa ubos, padulong sa taas. Well, as for inverted, diya ito mga injustice, like mga panao, like mga negative thoughts, and ito mga anxiety, mga depression. Una, they use inverted triangles to represent those. Next is, we have the tone. Tone is, dili na siya ng tone sa, for example, sa music ha. This one is a jargon used for art itself. Although music is also an art, but in drawing, a tone is the lightness or darkness of a color. Also used to create a contrast of light and dark. And also, the tone helps to create illusion of a form. So ginagamit nato ang tone para butangan nato og color ang ato ang uh, ang ato ang shapes. Mo to siya ginagamit nato ang tone. And it is also used to create a dramatic or tranquil atmosphere. And second to the last is to create a sense of depth and distance. So kung makabantay mo, no, maybe I will show an example here. So as you can see, gigamit nila ang tone to create an illusion for the drawing. Simple drawing na to siya, but it created a definition. I mean, naa siya gitagaan nila og depth, gitagaan nila og distance kalayon o kalawon kung sa bana. So ginagamit nila ang tone sa drawing in order to create those. Is for the color. So ang color lahi siya sa tone. Kaya ang tone is the lightness or the darkness of a color. Well, as for color, so dagan matay klase sa color, no, na thyroid give. Ang color po is the visual element that has the strongest effect on our emotions. So before reading my presentation, before they taught us that blue is for the sky, right? And white is for peace. Blue is for like calmness, bravery. Kanang strong. Tapos also pink. Bata pa gid na teach ta na pink is only for girls. But no, pink is for people that are courageous. They can stand for their own selves. Like, yeah. Kay gamit din siya sa mga girls. Kay of course, pink accordingly is for girls. But real man wears pink. Also, color is used as a light. And also color is used as a pattern, a form, a symbol, a movement, a harmony, or even as a contrast and as a mood. Next is for the pattern. Muna na akong istorya ganyan ng mga pattern. Like, balik-balik na nga ginabuhat, which is very obvious. Then, muna na siya ang pattern. And pattern is the echoing the elements of an artwork to communicate with us, the art appreciators. So we have two patterns. We have natural and the man-made pattern. So for natural pattern, we have this occurs in nature. So it occurs in nature, but that doesn't mean that nature is an art. Okay? Let me reiterate to you that nature is not an art. What we make because of nature is the art. And shape, it occurs in the shape of a leaf, the branches of a tree, the structure of a crystal, and the spiral of a shell. So those are natural patterns that we can see outside or in sa nature. Next is the man-made pattern. So man-made, isa man sila, it is us. We can make patterns too. One example is sa net, the box. Oh, just like our example here. Patterns in art is used for both structural and decorative purposes. For those students that haven't passed or that haven't submitted their videos yet, I am still exacting the first activity, which is the video. And if namin mga na-miss, don't worry because I am still giving you the chance until the midterm. Pero kung di pa mo makapasa until the midterm, okay, as long as mapasa mo, just make it, okay? Next is for the texture. So texture, sa word pala niya daan, I hope na ano mo yung mga preconceived ideas as to what texture is. Texture is the surface quality of an artwork or the roughness or smoothness of the art itself. For example, two, optically or through sight, and the second one is physically. So you can also sense the texture of a thing if you are just using your eyes or using your senses or your hands. For example, magunit ko sa mong face. So that, oh wow. Sana all hamas. Nya kumulang ta ko kanina sa katubangan karon nga. Hamis kay na wong. So kana siya, that is optically or it means through sight. Makita na ko ang texture through sight. Okay, now something about texture. Again, texture is the roughness or smoothness. And magamit nato pwede we can use our eyes and our hands to determine as to how smooth or how rough the texture of an art is. So naran natin mga example. We have examples here. So makita na ninyo, no? Makita na ninyo ang ilang texture. Even though makita na ninyo siya, you can also feel it. Ano na bitaw bisag tanaw lang ninyo, ma-feel mo ninyo. The form, so the most debated element of art is the form. So again, the form is the physical volume of the shape and the space that it occupies. So layo na siya sa shape no na definition. So tanawa, as you can see, shape is just the lines, the curves, and nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. So simple na siya. But as for form, it creates that 2D or two-dimensional or 3D or three-dimensional. So mabutangan siya o kadakon, kalaparon. Dili siya normal. So mo na ang form. Form or sa Bisaya ba purma. Purma sa isang kabutang. A. We're done with the elements of art. Balik ko na to. We have line, shape, tone, color, pattern, texture, and form. So those are the elements. So let's proceed to painting. So this is painting. Okay, painting is an art made by applying colors to a surface to present an imagination. So kung unsa man na dili na tong masulod to matubag nganong dili art ang nature. Balik ko na ko ha. For example, naglantaw ko sa mga kahoy karon. I-drawing na ko ang kahoy. Wow. Now, katong i-drawing mo na to siya ang art. Sabot na, kaya daghan ko makita ang comments na balibog pagyapon sa art is not nature or nature is not an art. Okay, balik na sa painting. As for the painting, dili na lang istoryahan tanan because mahurot inyong data o glanta. But I will be posting or I will be posting this too. Isa lang sa inyong group chat or i-appel lang ko sa PowerPoint para mabasa-basa ko ninyo. Okay, if that's good. If that's okay with you. Okay, balik na, paint or painting. It is an art made by applying colors to a surface to present an imagination. And basic materials for painting are, we have paint, of course, the solsad, we have the canvas, the wood, the paper, and the brush. Pero, sa karon ng mga panahon, painting, pwede na tayong gamit ng uling, ketchup, anything na available sa inyong palibot. Okay, of course, kung for example, activity lugar ta mo karon mapintal ta mo himo ta mo painting nya mag-color mo rose nya wala mo red. Of course mo itagid mo kung kanang pamaagi ko yung lipstick pwede ketchup anything, be resourceful. So one ang purpose sa not only do you make an art but you also use your critical thinking skills. So maro to siya sa to ang painting. I will again nakustuhan ng kuha na ang tanan-tanan kaniya like the history of mga famous Filipino painters because it's already in the book. So di na ako basa ang tanan lagi kaya aron makulog inyo hang data. Now let's proceed to how about this one? Okay, I just changed my mind since it's about to get, so natangulit ko. It's already 23. Sige, ano yung may tabo? For your midterm examination, good news. Okay, for your midterm examination, we won't be talking about photography and drawing anymore. We'll just focus with one visual art, which is painting. Now, what I want you to do is, this is your midterm exam na ha, but before that, naapa mo yung long exam with me. Prediction mo, long, simple siya, and basta, exam na nga, para lang before lang sa mga midterm exam. So, for your midterm exam, you are going to paint. Mag-painting mo nga bisag unsa. Anything you feel like painting. If you want to paint an abstract painting, then go. You can paint it. If you want to paint yourself, if you want to paint me, then you can do as you please, okay? I don't want to put you inside the box. So for your painting, I am not requiring you to use anything. I mean, to use this, to use that, to paint this, to paint that. No, I want you to do you. Buhatan yung gusto buhaton. The size is, it's also up to you. Ayun po nang hinghanig gamay. Basta kay, you can do as you please. Okay? Again, balik ko na ko, your midterm exam will be a painting activity. So you are going to, of course, take a picture of that, and you're going to turn it or submit it to me via Google Classroom. Or kung dili mo makasend via Google Classroom, pwede na sa tuwang group chat or PM. Okay, mora to siya. So that will be all for our discussion for today. Sayonara.